Hi, I hope you guys are having a fabulous Thursday. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, I appreciate. Um, if you like the videos, give me a thumbs up, hit that like button, comment. I read every single comment. So if you have a question or if you have an issue or subject that you want me to tackle or something that you always had a question about, absolutely put a comment in the comment section. I read every single one. And if you haven't done so already, if you know of a lady who's going through a divorce, has been divorced, and really needs some good information about life after divorce, subscribe to my page and tell her about my page. And if that sounds like you, subscribe to my page. So today's video is about you ain't the secretary, right? How far do you have to go to keep your ex updated on your kids? What does all that look like? And, here's the long and the short of it. Unless, your order says something very specific about that, you have to do certain things. Say, for example, if your orders say that you have to send an email update, once a week, something like that, then absolutely do exactly what the orders say. Follow the orders to the letter. Do exactly what it tells you to do. But if you have discretion, if it doesn't say anything specific about that, again, unless it says, hey, he has the right to talk to your kid on the phone every Wednesday night at 7, or something like that, then absolutely follow the orders to the letter. Otherwise, if it's, again, it's kind of left open, then take yourself out of the loop as much as possible. I know that there are some, exes who complain that, you didn't tell them about soccer, you didn't tell them, about homework, you didn't tell them about the report card or the other notice that you got from school, whatever it was. And the bottom line is, especially nowadays, as the schools are getting more and more tech savvy, they have these parent portals. He can just get his own code to the parent portal and find out what notices are going on. Get a copy of any comments from teachers and find out who his teachers are. He can contact them directly. Same thing with healthcare providers, with doctors, pediatricians. You don't have to, you can just go ahead and tell them who they are, give them the phone number. But other than that, he can call up and find out, what the test results were, or, if your kid, if the test results came back that your kid has the flu, whatever it is, he can get all that information independent of you. Same thing if your kid is involved with sports. There's no big deal for the coach to add him to the, blast that he sends out via text or email. It's just another email address, or it's just another phone number. It's no big deal. The coach can send out what the schedule is for the season and all that stuff. Any requirements that they need for sports as far as uniforms are concerned, the cost of it, all that stuff, he can get directly from the person who is providing the service, or the person who is, involved with your child, and, he can get on the school mailing list, for email updates, for, sending out report cards, all of that stuff, if they still do that. Or like I said, a lot of these parent portals that they have at these schools, he can get real-time, pretty much information, almost real-time. If the teacher puts in a comment that day, you should be able to look at it that same day, the same time that you have access to it. Take yourself out of the equation, because the bottom line is, it's this. It's just another way for him to feel connected to you, number one. Number two, a lot of times it's a way to punish you, to keep you stuck and feeling like you can't move forward, because, you just kind of feel like you have your hands tied. You're spending so much time doing this, it feels like a part-time job. All that stuff. That is totally unhealthy, that is not in your best interest. And so as much as humanly possible, to set things up and that he has direct access to, the school information, the health information, all that stuff, so that you don't feel like you're such a slave. And I know one young lady who was given daily updates about the kids. I mean, even if your kid is very young and just learning how to walk, that's a whole lot. Yeah, that's an important part of your kids' lives, yes, but that's, you need a life too, and you need to be able to plan and do things for yourself and not worry about giving constant updates about every little thing when all he has to do is lift a finger and call the teacher directly or call the doctor directly or whatever it is. So that's the best practice. Keep yourself out of the loop unless your orders say you have to do something very specific. Okay? So if you're not sure, look over those orders, make sure you know what's going on. If you're not sure, if you don't understand what the orders say, or you're not sure what the orders require you to do, in most states, if you contact the State Bar Association, they will have an attorney referral program. And most of the time you can talk to an attorney for 30 minutes and it's dirt cheap. Here in Texas, for example, you can talk to an attorney for 30 minutes and pay only $20. It's the same thing in most states. You can talk to an attorney dirt cheap. So that way, if you have a question about what's required of you, you don't mess up. You have access to information that's very, very reasonable, cost effective. All right? Hope you find that helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you haven't done so already, subscribe to my page. It's not just young folks that got something to say, all right? So I love serving my ladies who are really facing life after divorce, or even if you're still going through your divorce. Tell your friends about my page. I'll see you soon. Take care.